Well, good evening. I'm Robin,
And I'm Shyne.
and we are Babes and Cocktails.
Tonight, I'm drinking Jameson and Sprite. Today's no more switch up for me. Somebody's progressing by accident.
And you know me, Jack Daniels, Cherry Dr. Pepper. So tonight, we'll be talking about recognizing when you need help. Asking for help often makes people feel uneasy because it requires surrendering control to someone else. Another fear is being perceived as needy. People don't want to be ashamed of their situation or come across as incompetent. We shy away from asking for help because we don't want to bother other people, assuming that our request will feel an inconvenience to them. You might worry about coming across as incompetent. You might have concerns about losing control of or responsibility for whatever it is you're asking for with help with. Once someone starts to help, perhaps they'll take over or get credit for the early efforts. Some people won't ask for help because they don't want to be beholden to anyone. They may have trust issues and dislike putting themselves in hands of the other people. The power shift that help requests might generate makes them uneasy. Consequently, they would rather carry the burden of their problems alone. Some people are so fiercely independent that they're unwilling to ask for help and support even when handling everything by themselves is detrimental to their mental and physical health. This response this response is to past trauma. We might be afraid of asking for help from someone who has other things that they would rather be doing. We feel guilty for imposing on their time, energy, and goodwill. People may find it hard to ask for help for a number of reasons. These reasons include fear of rejection. People may be concerned about appearing to be weak, inferior, may be afraid that asking for help will make them seem needy, fear of being humiliated or misunderstood by others, or be embarrassed if they ask for help, fear of being perceived as incompetent. People may worry that asking for help will make them appear weak or incompetent. Fear of burdening others. May be afraid of imposing on others. Time, energy, and goodwill. People may be concerned about inconveniencing or burdening others. Fear of criticism. People may have a history of being shamed or belittled for asking for help, so they may be afraid of criticism and embarrassment. Fear of losing control. People may feel uneasy about asking for help because it requires giving up control to someone else, or may not want to be beholden to anyone and prefer to carry the burden of their problems alone, or have trust issues, over reliance on or over reliance or self reliance. Some people may prefer to depend on themselves rather than others.
Also, we have fair change. People might be comfortable and safe and familiar with outcomes, and where if asking for help would change those things. Fear of uncertain transaction. People may be unsure of expectations and boundaries. Cultural background. Some people may believe that they should be capable of handling everything on their own. Trauma. People may have a history of being traumatized, shamed, or belittled for asking for help. Fear of an uncertain transaction. People might be unsure of what the other person expects for them in return for helping. Bad past experiences. People might have had bad experiences in the past where they just asked for help and were directed to find the answers themselves and just wasn't given help at all. So,
So, with all of those reasons, researchers show that people are generally more likely to want to help others than they are to ask for help for themselves. If you find yourself refusing help, even when receiving help would make things much simpler for you, you could be operating from a place of trauma through a response known as hyperindependence. Hyperindependence is a coping mechanism that involves being extremely self-reliant and avoiding help from others, even when it's needed. It can be a response to trauma.
fear of asking for help isn't just fear of not being capable, it is also fear of being a burden, fear of imposing, and fear of being too needy. But the weakness in asking for help is not asking for it. Ask for help shows signs of strength, confidence, and resourcefulness. This perception of guilt can stem from low self esteem, making you think you don't deserve support, or that you're burdening others. Consequently, you may not receive the help you need because your feelings are suppressed and have to be impressionable you have to be under the impression to tackle the problems alone. When you don't ask for help when you need it, you assume the burden all on your own, and there might have been people that would have gladly shared that, and you deprive those who love you and who would love to assist you the chance to get to know you better. Also, pride. You might feel that admitting you need help shows weakness and incompetence. Maybe you're ashamed of your situation or the reason you need assistance. Or just culturally, your culture might stress the self reliance, making you embarrassed to ask for help. Ask for help is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. Self criticism, concerns about how someone will see you, and other negative thoughts can be discouraging you for seeking help. However, these assumptions may not be accurate or reasonable. Try to challenge your thoughts and open your mind to the possibilities of asking for help. There are 5 obstacles that get in the way for people asking for help. Obstacle 1 is believing that needing help is a sign of weakness. Obstacle 2 is thinking you don't deserve the help or the support. Obstacle 3 is not speaking up to ask for help. Obstacle 4 is waiting for someone else to make the first move. And obstacle 5 is giving up too easily. When asking for help, try to make your request simple and specific. If you're not sure what kind of help you need, you can ask if you can talk it over together. To make asking for help easier, some recommend using the SMART method to make requests. SMART stands for SMART, S for specific, M meaningful, action oriented for A, R realistic, and T time bound. How to ask for help when you need it? Be direct and specific. Say something like, I'm going through a tough time right now and I could really use someone to talk to. Express your feelings and needs, offer context and explanation. Suggest concrete ways for support and express gratitude and appreciation.
Hmm. Well, some signs that may need to ask for help include mental health. Signs include mood changes such as feeling depressed, irritable, or anxious, or having extreme mood swings. Other signs include difficulty concentrating, problems with memory or logical thought, and feeling disconnected from oneself or one's surroundings. Substance use. Signs include using drugs or alcohol more often or using them to cope with your issues or other issues. Social withdrawal. Signs include avoiding friends and family or isolating oneself from others.
Also, changes in behavior. Signs include odd or uncharacteristic behavior or neglected basic care like hygiene. Changing in sleep or appetite. Signs include dramatic changes in sleep patterns or feeling tired even after sleeping a lot. Changing in functioning. Signs include a drop in functioning at school or work or difficulty performing familiar tasks. Suicidal thoughts. If someone is having suicidal thoughts or engaging in suicidal behavior, seek help immediately by calling the National Suicide Hotline.
So, what do you think about asking others for help? Do you mind or do you find that it's something hard to do?
For me, asking for help is hard.
Very.
It's, it's extremely hard for me. There's no way around that. I'm not gonna ask. I'm literally going to really try to figure that shit out. I'm trying to figure that out on my own. What you?
I think that's how we was raised. We was born and raised,
Definitely.
we get it, you get it on your own.
You
Not to
got
ask nobody.
because you really didn't have a choice. So you want to get it out.
Mama, daddy, grandma, auntie, uncle. They give you the advice.
Yeah, definitely.
But I bet you go get it yourself.
Yeah, we'll get advice too.
You ain't getting nothing handed to us.
That was about it.
Do I mind? I definitely mind asking because, again, that's how I was raised. So
I should be able to do this myself.
I don't want to ask. I'd rather somebody say, "Hey, do you need some help?" Let me think. Yeah, I probably might need a little help, but asking for it, we always just had to make a way.
I'm gonna just find a way to put that little thing in chunks that I can deal with until you're done. I've been doing it all my life. So.
And then it says, do you find that it's something hard to do? Of course. Because we wasn't never supposed to ask for help. You need the guidance to how to get it.
And I get frustrated. Like, why you didn't ask me? Why you didn't tell me? Why you didn't?
Wait a minute. We can't change up. This isn't like...
I mean, I'm sorry that this is what it is now. That I don't know what this feels like where you feel like you're going to help me now. But
right.
When I was coming up, baby, your advice was tea. And everything else was on me. But it's a process.
We both agree that we're not asking for help. So since we're not doing that, which are the reasons of the 16 stated above is your reason for not asking for help and why?
Let me see. Definitely. Over reliance or self reliance definitely is one of the reasons why. It's just easier. I've been doing it for so long, so it's just easy for me to do it on my own. In my head, right? Until I begin and then the process, and then I finish out like, I really should ask for help. Let's see. I think I guess the men and be fear of uncertain transactions, and then I can really do it myself too. So I don't really feel like it should be that for that. I can also help you in areas, and I don't know, like I may can't change the tire, but I can clean out a car. I'm really good at that. So maybe that's some of the reason why. Definitely cultural background. Definitely taught to take care of that. Period. There wasn't even nowhere around it. You gonna do it. You can do it, but you gonna do it. You gonna find a way and holler at me when you do. And let's see if I can find one more. Maybe fear of rejection could be one. I guess maybe sometimes I'll be like, maybe that's something I can really do by myself. I shouldn't ask for help. And they'll be like, you can do this by yourself. And I'm talking about like move furniture stuff, do it by myself. But if I can find a way to do it by myself, I feel like another person would be like, she could have did it on her own. I don't know. That's mine. What about you?
I believe it would be fear of losing control
That's a good one.
because
Me too.
I go and ask Joe Saturday next door.
Not just sausage.
Joe, y'all know who Joe is. Y'all from New Orleans, y'all know who Joe is. Y'all go ask Joe from next door. And guess what? Joe done called up his partner, man. Cause she can't do that by herself. She need me.
I'm about to be her man ASAP. What? No, I just need
all you
to
did
walk
was
up.
help carry that concrete block to the steps.
Get my nails done. And I just needed your assistance. That was it. Not your hand in marriage. Just your assistance.
Let's see. Another one would be fear of being humiliated or misunderstood. Some people are, depending on where you live for a while, they might see you as one type of person, so then they feel like you should never ask for help.
That's the truth.
So why are you asking now? Well, I mean, life is life, and
I'm asking because I need it.
just need it.
I never really asked before, and I'm asking now.
So right after that would be my fear of rejection after that. And then I'm like, oh, wait. So first you don't know if I need it. Now you know. All right, you're right. That's it.
That's the good
one.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I don't want you to come at me like that because I'm asking. If I'm asking, that means I really need it, not because I want it, right? Because if I don't ask for help and I'm asking you now, I really do need it.
Well, then they got people that don't never really need nothing. They just want the handout. They want the give me this, give me that.
And I'm definitely not her, and she's definitely
not. But what we learned in school: one bad apple spoils the bunch.
You want it for everybody. Hyperindependence is a coping mechanism that involves being extremely self-reliant and avoiding help from others, even when it's needed. Ooh, that's not like us, huh? It can be a response to trauma, such as childhood abuse, neglect, or divorce.
I don't think we was none of those. We just...
But it could be. It don't have to be childhood abuse.
Well, right, but trauma...
Neither, but we did.
I mean, everybody has stuff. Yeah, we've had divorce, but I mean...
My parents were divorced.
I had just daddy.
Right, so it can be...
We went through a couple of 1, 2, 3 wives.
So it can be different, things. So... Do you struggle with hyperdependence? Why do you think so? If you do,
I wouldn't say I suffer, but I definitely have.
Well, struggle.
Hyper independence.
Maybe I should have said struggle. Did I say suffer or struggle?
I don't think it's a struggle. I think that's just the way of my life. It's not a struggle. That's the way of my life. I don't know about nobody else's.
That's a bit.
But, and
why do you think so?
Why? Because I can ask a few people for help sometimes. I just don't. But that would be pride. My pride's in the way, and then
Definitely.
Now I owe you because I done asked you.
You
And
feel like you have to
I've had a lot of experience in, oh, well, I gave you this and that and this. And I'm like, and I gave it back.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your
What's
point?
the difference?
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely what I think. So, what do you struggle with? Do you struggle with the hyper?
Well, I definitely struggle with hyper
I mean,
independence. Now that I
struggle.
have read the definition, because extremely self reliant, I'm gonna do it. I am.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Not only am I extremely self reliant, I avoid help. I just, because that's me, and I asking is avoiding the help. Because I know if I ask, I can possibly get it, but I don't know why I don't ask for the help. But I ain't gonna ask for it.
Mm.
And I think that because I'm supposed to be able to do it. That's how I feel in my head.
Right.
What can you do to change this about you when it comes to asking for help? The actual hyper independence. What can you do to change
I want to.
it? You should want to though, because what we've
I thought I
just
want to ask for help.
not no, we don't want to. We don't want to, but it would be better because it would help build connections, help closeness and bonding because you're allowing the person in a certain way to help you and be there for you and support you and love on you and show that they're here for you and they care for you in ways that you wouldn't know if you don't ask for the help.
Well, then, I mean, I guess if you kind of explain it that way, what can I do to change it? Maybe I could be like, so I don't get paid till like next 2 weeks. Could you help me out a little bit? And I'll give it back to you. You know I'm good for it. That might break the ice
Yeah,
for me.
and if they love you and they really have it, they'll do it for you.
What about you?
What can I do to change it? I can definitely start micro choosing little things that I don't mind people helping me with that I can possibly need help with, like painting my room or like I don't know, repainting my deck. I would probably do that by myself with no problem, but it would probably be fun to do it with somebody else, and I can get it done faster than what I would be doing it by myself.
True. True.
So I think that's what I can do to change it. Just find little things, well, little big things like that I could know I could do on my own, but would enjoy letting someone help me do it because I really do need the help. It save me a lot of time.
Okay.
Hmm.
So asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. Self-criticism concerns about how someone will see you and other negative thoughts can discourage you from seeking help. Which of the 5 obstacles do you believe is the most popular among people and why?
So the 5 obstacles of asking for help. Which of those? Let's see. Definitely number one, but then number four too. So I think number one, which is believing that needing help is a sign of weakness, is definitely top because I think, especially our era when we were growing up in our generation, now we was look at asking for help as weakness,
Mm,
especially as women,
yeah.
right? So And number four is waiting for someone else to make the first move. I'm very guilty of that. I'm not going to ask you. If you see I need help and you don't offer, that's fine. I promise you I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to start. And I'm going to ask. What about you?
I think my number one would be number three, not speaking up to ask for help.
That's a good one. That's
So nobody ever knows I need help because I ain't never said nothing.
mm-hmm.
And then my next one would actually be believing that needing help is a sign of weakness.
That's on top for
So if I don't tell you, then I don't got to worry about you. But I'm definitely going to be like, oh, because if I ask, and there's lots of situations. I mean, sometimes, you might need somebody to talk to or something traumatic just happened and you're asking for help. And you feel like if you ask, then what? You feel some type of way. So it's okay to ask. And I believe that it's okay to actually get told no too, because you can't have all the yeses.
Yeah, I mean,
no, I can't help you. I mean, like, you're right. You're not a psychiatrist, doctor anyway, so you really couldn't help me.
Yeah, you really have to.
Because then I might feel no place, and I have to reverse that psychology thing and be like, you don't even worry about it, because.
And that's how. But we have to realize that some people are okay with telling people no, and that's fine. You can't help me right now, and I have to accept that.
And don't feel the type of way. Maybe they don't have those answers that you need,
right?
Or the things that you need. They might not have it. You might not know that they're going through a struggle too.
Exactly.
So you just got to be open minded when you do ask for help, because everybody need help. Everybody need help, even though they don't say nothing.
At some point in time, everyone needs help. It may not be every day all the time, but some point you're gonna need help. So, which of the 5 obstacles do you struggle with? Pick 2 of them. I'll take your question.
It's okay. I'll wait for somebody else to make the first move.
That's your biggest one.
And not speaking up after that. If you ain't asked, I ain't telling.
Well, let me give one. I'll take your question. You can give that one. I think mine would be that too. Not speaking up. I'm not gonna say nothing. Not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna be like, hey, do you want to come do this?
See, our circle is really close. So at the end of the day, we know when each other's really going through stuff, even though we don't tell each other, because
we know. Just know.
We have a feeling.
We just know.
We talk about almost everything.
We just know.
We know.
Just know.
It is what it is.
You just know. Especially all these years we've been around each other, knowing each other. You just know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 7th sense.
Don't tell nobody our secret senses. Y'all didn't hear that. Just blot that out your memory.
Okay, so SMART is the acronym given to given as a way is given as a guide to give ways of asking for help when you need it. It makes it easier if you use the SMART method to make the request. Of course, SMART stands for specific, meaningful, action-oriented, realistic, and time-bound. What do you think about using the SMART method when asking for help? What do you think about that method?
Specific and meaningful kind of work out for me. When I'm asking for help, I gotta make sure, it's specific and meaningful. Realistic. A lot of people need to understand that realistic it really means, come on.
It has to be
Don't sit here and
something.
ask me to borrow $1,000,000 because you ain't even made $1,000,000 in like the last 2 years. I'm just saying.
Don't make it
Um,
unrealistic for me.
don't
I can't do
ask
it for you.
me to help you buy your house because I'm doing the
What I'm
same
trying to
thing.
do is like
I,
you can't
it,
impose,
it's
right?
yeah. I I
Yeah,
can't be the doctor. I can only give you so much. I don't have an X-ray machine. Can't tell you what's going on with your body.
that's not what I'm here for.
So your question should be not, do I look sick? Do you think I should go to the doctor today or tomorrow?
But you know, I tell her quick.
Today,
They were like,
like yesterday.
went to the doctor? Not even ask if she going, but like, you should have went already. You went to the doctor? Oh, so we plan on going? Oh, no. Okay, we'll sit here till we figure it out. She know, she know me. That's exactly what I be doing. All of them. I'm gonna ask questions, and if I don't get the right answers, then we can wait till you figure out the right answer. I'm gonna ask them again though. Same questions. Don't repeat.
Mm-mm.
I repeat the questions.
So what do you think about using the SMART method when asking for help?
I think it's a good way because if you're gonna ask for help and you have a problem with asking for help, breaking it down as being specific, meaningful, what your action gonna be. Already have the plan, right? Already have your plan of action. Be open to their suggestions, but already come with something. This what we're doing, bam, bam, bam. Not like I want to help you with this, but I don't
What
know
I'm about
what
to
I'm
do?
about to do. But I just thought, no, don't come to me at the beginning of the plan. Come to me when you got
The
some
plan.
right, some
A or B.
and it has to be realistic, like she said. Like I cannot help you move no furniture 3 flights of stairs. Like I'm strong, right? 1 flight, yes, right? 2 flights, no. 3, I have to know my strengths. That's not mine. And well, how long I'm gonna need you? I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna need you 2 hours, 3 max. I'm gonna need 30, 45 minutes, 2 hours max. I'm gonna give you a time. Now, if we go over, my apology, right? But I tried my best. So
So why do you think asking for help is so hard for a lot of individuals?
definitely because if you think about it, no human wants to seem weak. No human wants to seem incompetent. No human wants to seem like they didn't got it together and they need the help, right? It's just coming to an understanding that I don't really need no one to help me to do this, right? So I'm gonna struggle and move this sofa into my attic by myself. And I got it in there. I had some bumps, bruises, scratches, ouches, bruises, but it was up there, right? But that realistically it would have been easier for me to get somebody to come help me. And I would have saved myself all the literal pain of trying to angle and hold stuff and use my knee and my back. But yeah, that's why I think it's just not wanting to seem like you can't do or that you need somebody, right? Because if I need you for this, you're going to expect. And I don't need your expectations because I can help you move yourself in the attic too when you need help, since you helped me move mine. So, if you do that kind of thing.
You know, I think it's hard for a lot of individuals to ask for help. It's prideful. Like I said, we were raised to go out, figure it out. What you say? Oh, not. I can help you, but I can show you. Could tell you where to go.
How to
Do
do
that.
it. I can tell you how, but I ain't gonna help
You
you.
crying? What you crying for? Let's suck that shit up.
You must didn't want to do it then.
Hmm.
Because I
Crying
know it's
just
not that hard if you need my help, and you can do that.
mm, definitely can. So it's like, mm, I believe it's just hard for people, period, because nobody, nobody, us generation, our
Because
generation,
D sure has no problem asking.
huh, to ask
And
for
now,
everything.
now I'm problem asking.
Go here, go there,
Give
a
me, give
dollar
me, give me,
here, a
give me,
dollar
give me,
there.
give me. Can you? Huh? Why? Yeah. But what about you? Like, if you had to apply the SMART method to something that you need help with right now, how would you do it?
Okay, I'm gonna specifically come to you and say
Okay.
tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
my Saints game is playing.
Bet. Nice too.
The meaning of your prayer
Okay.
for us to realistically win.
I can't do nothing about that.
And
I am not, I am neither.
the time bound is between 12 and 3.
I'm not a deity. I ain't got nothing to do with them saints and what they gonna do on tomorrow.
And I need you to be full
That's not
fledged,
realistic.
action
That's
oriented.
not realistic. Realistically, something I can really help you with. Because that's me
All
going
right.
out on the field and playing myself, and that's not happening. So I need you to realistically give me something
Um,
that you need help with right now that you can apply the SMART method to.
okay. Um,
Doesn't have to be stupid personal.
no. I need you to realistically just help me rearrange my house. Because the
Okay.
couches is heavy. And
So,
the bed's a king size bed.
so specifically need me to help you move your furniture because you really want to do what? What is it meaningful for?
Rearrange my house. I
You
want
want
it
to
to be different.
rearrange your house. Okay, so you want to rearrange your house. The action plan is
Next weekend, because I got work Monday through Friday.
next weekend. Okay, and what time is it? Wait, no, it's realistic because I could realistically do it on the weekend because I also don't work on
Mm-hmm.
weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And then the time bound, what time would you need
Whenever you're
me?
free.
No, I need a specific time because on Saturdays we do podcasts. Do you want me to come early in the morning, or would you like me to come after the podcast on Friday and Saturday, and then come all day Sunday, or would you like me to just
No, we're
come?
not doing nothing on Saints Day.
Well, that's why I need time
So
bound.
Saturday morning
Okay.
before your classes.
How about we do this? How about I come before my class? I leave and I come after my class because we'll already have the scripts done
There
during
we
the
go.
week.
See?
But
Time oriented.
I'm not gonna be no kind of help without food.
I got you. I cook.
Okay, I just thought I
You
put out
definitely
my
got the food.
specific.
There's the
I
food
just thought
already
I would put
cooked.
out my specific. What is it? That's what I will want in return.
I
If
got
I'm
you.
looking,
I'm cooking.
if I was to be the person that look
Breakfast
for
gonna be done before
something,
you get there.
that's all I ask. I just need
We
something in my
having
stomach, and I need
grits and eggs,
strength.
bacon and
I need the
boudin
strength to
and
help you do this, right?
muffins.
So that's what I'm asking for, just the
Mm-hmm.
strength.
Oh, cinnamon rolls. We do cinnamon rolls.
So that's all I need. And so,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so if I had one, and to specifically, okay, I think I have one. I need you to come help me paint the office
I like painting.
because I want to do it in the next 2 weeks or so.
I like painting.
Because I'm ready to get back in my office, even though I don't need it at the moment.
I don't care.
But we can do this in the office. So that'd be dope. And the meaning is because, having my room back to access to a room that is not accessible because it needs to be painted and everything's out of it. And the action plan would be not your weekend, not that weekend, but the following weekend.
Okay.
We'll do it. You can do it after the podcast, each night.
Doesn't
It
matter to
don't
me.
matter. Or
Wait, how many nights? You say each night.
either one.
So we
Either
could
a
do it
Friday
Friday and
or a
Saturday,
Saturday. We should just need to do it. Well, we
one day.
probably have to do it 2 days because we're going to have to do two coats and we'll have to let it dry. So we can do Friday and Saturday.
Works for me.
And realistically, it should really work because we're doing letting it dry over the day and doing the next one and letting it dry when we're done. And the time will be Friday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
See how we did that? That
Yeah.
was so dope. That didn't even hurt.
Mm-mm.
It didn't hurt at all. I'm still here. I'm alive.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess we're gonna close it on now, aren't we? So, how to get better at asking for help?
That smart plan works.
To break free from the reluctance, oh, definitely. To asking for help, try the following strategies. Identify the limiting beliefs and assumptions that are holding you back. Reflect on the source of the limiting beliefs. Try small experiments like the one we just did. That
Mm-hmm.
was awesome, by the way. Share it with others. Okay, we like 2 out of 5 already.
Mm-hmm.
Create opportunities for practice, structure, and accountability. Remember, asking for help shows signs of strength and confidence. The weakness is not asking for help, but it's not asking for it. Challenge your thoughts and yourself to be open to asking for help when you need it and allow the people who love you and or support you the most to have the opportunity to be there for you. So, what you think about our topic tonight?
Um, it was definitely an eye opener. Just because asking for help is so. Oh man, who do I ask?
Hmm, that's the
Who is
big
not
question.
gonna judge? Who am I comfortable asking and is not gonna throw it in my face?
See, and
So it's an eye
that's
opener.
a big thing too. Who to ask, right? Don't ask somebody that you know you're not supposed to be asking because you feel like that smart method's gonna work on them. On people you trust that you know if you ask, they're gonna be willing to, and if that time frame don't work for them, they'll ask you to choose another. Right? They'll make it convenient for them just because they want to help you. Right? So okay, let's reminisce.
Reminisce.
Reminisce on that time.
One time that you didn't ask for help and needed it, and it didn't turn out well. Um, maybe, maybe having a plan, a backup plan, or something for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked for help, and guess what? I was supposed to get it, it
It
didn't
didn't
ever
happen.
happen. And then a time that you did ask for help, and it turned out well. Um, let's see. Oh, when we had to move my office building from one building to the next, my boss was like, "Yeah, I'll come help you." And we probably packed my office and like moved it, did all that in about 3 hours.
And it would take you so much longer than
Oh
by
my god, it
yourself.
would have took so much
Oh, it
longer.
would take so much longer.
Yeah,
It
a
took
lot of
3 hours
IT
with you
stuff.
and him. And just imagine if you tried to do that by yourself.
Yeah, because he had a truck, so I had to do a lot of stuff in the back of his truck.
See how it benefits the expert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
What
so
about you?
one time I didn't ask for help and it didn't turn out well. Mm, let's see. I wanted to Okay, I wanted to build like rebuild the bookshelf, right? And it really took two people to do the bookshelf because you gotta hold it or whatever. It was an antique bookshelf I wanted to put back together. I wound up doing it wrong and I had to redo it, so I had to ask for help to redo it. So I wound up losing time and could have possibly messed up the bookshelf. But I had to ask for help because I realized it too late. I did do a little damage to it. But
Hmm.
I asked for help and got it done. Just didn't look as good as it could have looked. And then I couldn't do no replacements because everything was old. So I couldn't go and get nothing to make what I did look bad look better.
Hmm.
One time I asked for help and needed it, and it turned out well. Hmm, I really needed to know where to go bring my tire. And instead of trying to rely on Google, I honestly said, I don't know where to go get tires at this time of night. And this one right here told me, I got 124 hours on digital. I say, bet. That turned out well.
We was
And
over
she
there.
brought me there. So I didn't even have to try to look for it with Google or Wave. So it was just turned out well.
Okay, okay.
That was my well one. So
So, this is our gratitude session.
gratitude session.
And what are we grateful for when it comes to help?
What am I grateful for? I'm grateful that my people found me. So when I do need help and I decide to ask for it, I know where to go. I know I have my people already that can help me.
Yep, definitely grateful.
Um, I'm grateful for the opportunity to have grown in an era where I really don't need the help because I've managed and done things that I probably wouldn't have if I had help. And let me say crippling help, different helps, crippling help. But I'm grateful for the journey. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to start asking for help. How about you?
I am grateful for my circle in my life because I know I can ask for help whenever. I know what not to ask for and what I can ask for. So, but other than y'all, um, I'm grateful that I was taught to be independent and not to ask because, I don't know, you can't judge people. But you just see so many people, lots of people are just asking for help, and they walk, talk, and act just like me and you.
Don't mind. Just don't.
And it's not that I don't want to help. I do want to help, but sometimes I can't help. So I feel bad when I can't help. And then when I can help, it's like I seen you out here last month, all
Same
30
spot.
of them days.
Same spot.
You still out here this month for 30 more days?
Your house still on fire? It's still burning? You burn down again?
I think you asking for the wrong help. But standing out here asking for $1 ain't helping.
Because you can't even say the ones you collect on a daily basis for 30 days.
So I have a lot of gratitude when it comes down to being able to do it or having that push, that go,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get it done. I'm happy I was raised that way.
Yeah. I mean, just being grateful for the fact that when it's available, if you need it, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Like choosing your circle when you're coming up, it's hard. You know,
It
you
is.
you 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 get the ones that's gonna be there for your seasons, your reasons, or your maybes, and you get the ones for a lifetime. You
Yep.
know, and the ones you get for a lifetime is just make
Awesome.
life so much better. It
They do.
makes this journey so much smoother, so much
Easier.
easier because without certain people in your life, this life would not be the same. It won't have the same comic relief, the same drama, the same opportunities for you to be there and just be a listening ear. Because now the time you gotta help them figure it out. Just listen, and that's helping. So I'm just, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the people that chose me and the people I chose. Just that simple.
Yep.
So, well, looks like we're gonna be done a little early tonight.
Early tonight.
Because we have come to the end of our podcast.
Gave you a lot of information.
Right? Don't be afraid to ask for help. Use
Mm-mm.
the SMART method.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the reasons for not asking for help, realize that they're half of the time not even valid. They're not even worth you even thinking. Asking for the help and going for it is a whole lot easier and less stressful than trying to do it
Never
yourself.
know until you ask.
See, I asked her to help me paint. She asked me to help her rearrange. And guess what?
Done.
Using the SMART method. So I think we should put the SMART method in the description below.
We can. It works
Do
for
that
me.
for y'all. And we're going to go ahead and head up. So thank you guys for tuning in with us on Babes and Cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate your time and we're grateful for you and your positive energy. We hope that you enjoyed tonight's podcast. Come chill with us again every Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, we're not doing times.
Yeah, we're just gonna
Between 7 and 9.
right.
It works.
It works out. But we do be
Central.
here
Central
between
time.
7 and 9 Central Time on Fridays and Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
We do that. We're consistent in that part, just not the time. Miracles, magic, blessings, and prosperity.
And remember, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Till next time. Bye.
And that's a wrap on episode 12.